Thursday Night Tailgate, where the spotlight is always on the positive. Tune in Thursday night from 8 to 10 p.m. Eastern Time to hear your favorite NFL legends, players, and coaches sharing their stories. Now back to Chris and Bob.
I wouldn't joke about anything else that happens here tonight.
And we're back here on Thursday Night Tailgate, and we're turning on our spotlight on the positive. Bob, who do you have for us this week?
I'm going to give a shout-out this week, Chris, to safety Don Carey of the Detroit Lions. I was reading up on him this week, Chris. He runs a nonprofit along with his wife called the Reach Foundation. And on the website, the aim of that organization is to provide students the opportunity of academic achievement and exposure to diverse arenas to ultimately be inspired to reach their maximum potential and become significant contributors to society, which is an incredibly great undertaking. And I thought some of the recent activities he was involved with, Chris, are tremendous. 2 weeks ago, Chris, he went to the Frederick Douglass Academy for Young Men. This is in downtown Detroit. And he actually supplied every student at that place with a new backpack to start out the new school year with, and it went over very good. I think he gave over about 250 backpacks to all these young kids, and it went over great. He's also ran a football camp this past summer. That was in cooperation with Martin Luther King High School in Detroit. That involved over 250 public school students. Not only did some of his teammates join him, Chris, to go through drills with the kids and everything, but they also put a spin on education with it too, and they did a lot of hands-on activities that dealt with technology, education like that. So this guy is very in touch with what needs to be done with young people, and he goes out of his way. So kudos to him and his wife and his foundation, and for these recent events. He also has a new book that's coming out October 15th, Chris. I would urge people to check it out. It's called It's Not Because I'm Better Than You, and it's got a lot of great stuff in it. So Don Carey, kudos this week.
Yeah, that's great stuff, Bob. And, Bob, I want to put the spotlight on the Pittsburgh Steelers and several of their rookies spending their off day on Tuesday visiting the Pittsburgh Children's Hospital. Rookies T.J. Watt, James Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster, Brian Allen, and Josh Dobbs all went and spent the afternoon visiting with the kids and their parents. And they played games with the kids, took pictures with the kids and their families, signed autographs, and just sort of hung out, to make the day fun for them, give them sort of a sense of normalcy. Brian Allen talked about how difficult it was for he and his wife when their child was born 2 months prematurely and had to spend extended time in the hospital. So he wanted to do what he could to support and brighten up the day for both the kids and their parents as well, because it's a very stressful time for the parents. James Conner, right, who played at Pitt, and he's been going to the Children's Hospital for years, giving back. One of the patients that he spent time with, Bob, was a young girl, 8 years old, has gone through 9 heart surgeries. So he spent some time with that young girl. So he said seeing the kids, their faces light up and get their minds off what they are going through is just priceless. So, Bob, I just wanted to spotlight those guys for making the day special for those kids and giving them something to look forward to, and then also memories that those kids and those parents will cherish forever. So kudos to those guys, Bob.
That's great stuff, Chris. And again, to end the show with some positive stuff like that is it's always at the top of our priority list, and it makes the show all the more fun to end it like that. And thanks for keep doing what you're doing.
Absolutely. All right, folks, time for Bob and I to put a bow on this episode of Thursday Night Tailgate. Again, we want to send our thanks out to Gus Farrat, Tony Collins, Vern Tejas, Chad Brown, and Greg Montgomery for joining us. And, Bob, as always, the biggest privilege of all, spending my evenings with you, my friend.
I appreciate it, Chris. A lot of fun tonight, very inspirational, and a lot of enjoyment out of that show tonight. And so tell me what we're going to do next week.
Next week we'll kick off the month of October with former Seahawks and Cowboys defensive back Ken Hamlin, the Hammer, will be back with us.
Yeah.
As will former Cardinals and Royals closer Mark Littell will share more of his stories and insights, on his career, plus the postseason that we've got coming up here with baseball. So look forward to catching up with Mark. Our good friend and former Chargers, Vikings, and Giants defensive back and TNT Hall of Famer Vincey Glenn will be here. And Bob, as will Bears Hall of Fame linebacker Mike Singletary. Can't wait to talk to Mike and hear about his tremendous career. And, of course, Tony Collins will be back with our 5-star picks of the week. So we hope you'll come back and be a part of the show with us next week. It's going to be a big one, so we look forward to it. Want to remind everyone how you can follow us on social media. Please go to Facebook and check out our Facebook page, Thursday Night Tailgate. Give us a like. That's important to us. Plus, both Bob and I have our own Facebook pages as well. Please check out our website, ThursdayNightTailgate.com, to see who some of our future guests are going to be. Plus, you can stream or download any of our archive episodes for free on there. Plus, on Podbean, our great friends on Podbean. Can't thank them enough for featuring this show and their sports and recreation section, plus our golf show next on the tee in there. Can't thank them enough for their support. On Twitter, you can find me at CT Mascaro. Bob is at Bob_Lazzari, and the show is at TNT Podcast. So check us out. Give us a follow on Facebook and on Twitter, and check out the show online on our website, ThursdayNightTailgate.com. Bob, take us home, my friend.
Thanks, Chris. We'll talk next week. And thanks to our announcer, Joe LaGenusa, for the great job he does with our weekly intro and ads. And to James Brocato and all the guys from Painted Faces for our upcoming outro music. On behalf of myself and Chris, we thank everyone tonight for listening. We appreciate you the most. Until next week, everyone. Good night, Kevin. We miss you.